Hello, my name is Andres Gross. I'm here in the last week of January 2014 talking about my experience about the astral projection. What can I tell you something like this? I'll start first from my meditation experience, okay? I started meditating like this meditation position, sitting, but then I felt I had this problem with my legs, which it was sore because I don't stretch much, or I didn't stretch much at the time I started it about three or 2 years ago, something, yeah, around 3 years ago. And then I was doing that lying, because you can do it any way you want to do, as far as you feel comfortable. That's what it is, meditation. You just sit there, listen to your body, stop thinking, focus on that dot somewhere else. This dot has to be kind of this distance, let's say 50 centimeters or 30 centimeters. You imagine a dot here. So that's, you do when you meditate. You can do that way, or you can do like paying attention or focusing your heartbeat or on your breathing, or the heartbeat on your whole body, this pulsation, this like blood pulsating. But I like the blood pulsating because it's kind of go deeper into your body. Like when I lie there and I meditate, I try to focus on my toes, my heartbeat on the tip of my toes, and beating there, pulsating. And then I feel the blood pulsating on my feet and my legs, okay, my calf, my shin, and then my knees, then my thighs, okay. And I feel the body on the legs, feet, toes, and then my belly and the whole body, then tip of my fingers, my nose or my ears or your brain, your head, your neck. You can feel your blood pulsating your whole body. So that's how I do meditation. But as yesterday, and let's say Sunday, yesterday was Sunday actually, yesterday was Monday. As Sunday, Monday, I just was relaxing. I didn't do any sport. I didn't do any major exercises. So I guess my blood pressure wasn't that high, But even if you don't do any sport, you can still feel it, but it's a bit harder. So what I recommend, if your heart, and from your heart can feel from your neck, and from your neck can feel your head, your whole head, brain, whatever. So that's how I meditate. And that's the same for astral projection, So before I go to astral projection a bit deeper, I will tell you how I started my experience with astral projection. When I was around, now I'm 31 years old, okay? But when I was around 9 or 10 years old, my father, okay, he was into agnostics and university stuff, But I never liked religion, as, why do you need religion if there is one God, that stuff. Well, I want to go through that stuff as well. So what I want to tell you is, my father was like once telling like about astral projection. I had no idea what was that. But for me, it was like kind of, wow, I knew about that stuff. I felt there was something inside me telling that I already knew something about it. That it wasn't a big deal, wow, astral projection, It was something like, I felt like, okay, that's normal, that's fine, it's possible. But once you start growing up, okay, your beliefs start changing, all your belief system, because friends and lifestyle and education, all that stuff start coming true and make you blind, Some of this stuff, depending on the lifestyle you're following. So at that time, when I was 11 years old, okay, 10 years old, my father was lying, and he told about these pulsating things on his arm, on his, try to feel it and lie like that. And that's how you would do astral projection, but I had no clue what he was talking about. At that time I was living in Brazil, now I live in Ireland, but that's okay. And, okay, And then I was starting getting into like ET stuff, like universe, power, the size of the universe, is there life in the universe, all that stuff. And then I remember, like, my father was telling that about 10, 11 years ago. But I was doing that like naturally, you know, just as it was very natural to me. It appealed like it just came. I don't know. It just started getting into that. I think it was because the 2012 thing, Nibiru, whatever. Well, I never believed in that, but I always accept. I try to study a little bit, try to see the possibilities and the logic. And I seen that Nibiru is just bullshit. Somebody translated the. It was at that time. What was that? The Sumerians tablets, whatever, just translated the way they thought it was, but it wasn't. Maybe it meant something else, but okay, I won't go to Nibiru. So that's how I got into meditation, universe, and extraterrestrial, the gods and astronauts, all that stuff. And then it's all came those videos about awakening on the YouTube, all that stuff, and the dots start connecting, you know, tuk, 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 tuk. And then I went into meditation, try to get myself connected to the universe, which I felt something. It was very deep, very spiritual, a bit more than this religious system, whatever they teach you, that it's all wrong. Sorry, it's all wrong. Let's say the books they teach you right, but the followers, I don't know, they have their head, but they should follow a bit more logic as well. I won't go into that as well, but you know what I mean. So then I do the meditation, but I remember around 18, 17, when I was sleeping and I felt my body paralyzed. So it was sleeping paralysis I was having, but I had no idea it was that. I went to doctors and I asked them what's that, and you have to go to psychiatrist and all that stuff. Okay, and I went to doctors and okay, nothing happens. He doesn't know what's that. What type of doctor is it, you know? And I didn't care. I didn't go to psychiatrist, whatever. And I kept doing my life. I was doing lots of sports all the time. And at some stage, that paralysis I had just once 1 year, and next year I had again, you know. And I was into like my friends. They were asking me, "Oh, let's go to church." Like they were pushing, you know. But I always was questioning myself, you know, is there God? Where is God? What's that, you know? And I was so crazy about it. And I was asking one day, I was lying and sleeping. Okay, I went to sleep. And before I go to sleep, I was doing that 1 month. God, where are you? I was asking, where are you? If you really exist, show me, give me some signal, because I don't believe that Bibles, anybody could write that and have a philosophy and just write that stuff, you know? Because I'm a guy who doesn't believe many things. I believe looking at, I believe experiencing, you know? So I just believe through experience. And then one day, okay, I was sleeping. I had sleeping paralysis again. And I opened my eyes. I could see the ceiling in my home, but I couldn't breathe. Okay, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I felt like some like electrical shocks in my body, and I couldn't move. Okay, I was so damn scary, you know. And then I got up, look around. I could move again. I was still awake. My eyes was still open, so I knew I wasn't sleeping. My eyes still open. I couldn't move. Okay, and I went to sleep again. And in the morning, I woke up for lightning. I just opened my eyes and there was a lightning in the window. You know? Okay, I think it's crazy, but it just when I experience that things you believe. So I'm not telling you to believe in my stories, but you have to experience that. And then, okay, I went to the window, I looked, and the sky was blue. Lightning, blue sky, what weird. And I went there to ask my mom. She had seen the lightning. Because she used to get up before the night. So it was around 9 in the morning in 2002, 2003, something like that. 10 years ago, 11 now. Okay, I went there, nothing, okay, maybe that's God. I was asking him, to show up and tell me, give me some answer. Okay, then I started believing God, but that wasn't still enough, And then I was reading a book about self-help, okay, which was telling about the dism, the 10% from the church that you give to the church, to the temple of God. I don't know, I shouldn't talk about it, but I'll just go. That's interesting because it connects to the meditation, connects to the astral projection. And this book was telling like this. In the Bible, many times, multiple times, they tell you about the temple of God is your body. You should respect the temple of God, okay? And it says many parts in the Bible. It says, like in many other Bibles or religions, it says that God is inside yourself. God is inside you. So if God is inside you, it says in the book, in the other book I was reading, Self-Help. If God is inside you, so you can connect the dot. You are the temple of God. You have to respect yourself, and you have to give 10% of your earning to yourself and invest in things that will never lose value. Okay? How can you do that? Feeding yourself well and keeping your